In the last lecture, we talked about the relationship between the velocity of a robot's joints and the velocity of the robot end effector, the rate of change of the pose of the robot end effector. And we talked previously about these two robotic problems, the forward kinematic problem and the inverse kinematic problem, and then we introduced this velocity transform problem. In the last lecture, we did everything in two-dimensional space. And as we've seen a number of times through this course, things are pretty easy in 2 dimensions. They get much more complex in 3 dimensions. In this lecture, we're going to do it in 3 dimensions. So now we're going to define what does it mean, this psi dot, in terms of 3-dimensional pose changing with time. So first of all, we're going to describe what mathematical object this psi dot is, and then we're going to work on the relationship between joint angle rates and pose rate. Now, as we do this, there are some advanced concepts, and if you're not particularly strong in maths, you don't have background in differential calculus, you're not too comfortable with linear algebra. We've done a bit of linear algebra already. We used matrices and vectors, but this is going to be perhaps matrix and vector use at a more advanced level. If you're not too comfortable with these concepts, you might struggle with this particular lecture. So your options are just to try and skim through the lecture, absorb the gist of what I'm trying to say, even if you don't get all of the details. Maybe look at some additional textbooks, do some more reading to get the prerequisites that you're going to need to understand that. So just a little bit of a warning before we get into the details of it.